User-generated content. That is the number one thing that I want added to Hearthstone. What does that mean? Well, let's talk about that. User-generated content is nothing new to games. Not only is it nothing new, but some of the best games that people play today have spawned from user-generated content in a different game. Hearthstone Battlegrounds, Hearthstone's current, most popular, relatively new and exciting mode, almost certainly wouldn't exist without user-generated content. Why? Well, that's a rabbit hole that takes us way, way back to things I don't even fully know about. Things well before my time not only as a gamer, but almost as a human. You see, the genre of game that Hearthstone Battlegrounds falls in, called auto battlers, is a genre that spawned as an alternate user-generated game mode from Dota 2 called auto chess. But starting just with auto chess and showing how that led to Battlegrounds does not provide proper scale for just how important that user-generated content was. Let's take a look at the timeline. Before auto chess can exist, Dota 2 must exist. Before Dota 2 is Dota 1, or just Dota, and before Dota was an official standalone game developed by Valve, it was a player-created mod or user-generated piece of content for Blizzard's very own Warcraft 3. Dota released as a standalone game in 2003. 2003! Warcraft 3's user-generated content mod started a 16-year journey that eventually led all the way back to another Blizzard game, Hearthstone Battlegrounds. From Warcraft 3 mod to official Dota 2 with the compatibility for its own user-generated content, which allowed auto chess, which was so popular at one point that it had more players playing it than actual Dota 2, and if you separated it from the Dota 2 player base on Steam charts, would have been the number one game on Steam at its peak. This is the power of user-generated content. It creates new games, new studios, and generally just new fun experiences for players. Auto Chess is also its standalone game right now, if you didn't know, that can be downloaded for free on the Epic Games Store. If you haven't played Auto Chess, you really should, it's fantastic. But none of this exists without user-generated content, and this timeline isn't even the only example. Some games like Fortnite, Rocket League, and CSGO allow players to create and import user-generated content with custom workshop maps and creative mode options. The Steam Workshop allows users to create any map, game mode, or idea they can think of and put it straight into their favorite game. It allows super cool custom experiences like flying through aerial training maps or playing gun game at a McDonald's. These things don't and never would exist in the proper games. It doesn't make any sense, but it's awesome. With that said, what does UGC look like in Hearthstone? Well, I don't know. I don't need to. The important part is that it would be beneficial for Blizzard, the players, and everyone involved in gaming if and when it happens. But, hypothetically, to illustrate even on the simplest of levels, some of the ways that it could look in Hearthstone, let's take a look at custom matches. Many games have custom matches. Games like League of Legends, Among Us, Valorant, and many more have the ability to create a custom lobby to play with your friends. And importantly, they allow modifiers, rule changes, and mechanic shifts, which are ways for players to create new game modes and experiences that you can't get in normal ranked and play modes. This is just custom matches as well. Generally simple things can be changed. Game speed, health, what level you start at, etc. How about the ability to challenge your friend to a custom match, where instead of each picking a deck in a format, you also have the ability to modify rules, or select presets based on past tavern brawls. Do you want to start with 40 health? Have 20 card decks? Allow only 5 board slots? How about tavern brawls and rule changes for Battlegrounds custom matches? All 8 players as the same hero? All tribes allowed? Only 1 tribe allowed? It could all be achieved and more with just simple custom matches. It doesn't even have to be full-on mod user-generated content support. like games on Steam or games like Fortnite and Among Us have. These examples are just ways to repackage or reconstruct the existing content in Hearthstone to allow players to play in new and exciting ways. If you made it this far into a video, you a real one. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what things you want to see added into Hearthstone.